Percy Jackson is back. Hip hip hooray! Readers new to Percy Jackson universe and fans who've been awaiting this reunion for more than a decade will delight equally in this latest hilarious take on Greek mythology by the storyteller of the gods. That's Rick Riordan. Welcome to the Bookbibuli podcast. And today is the last book of the series called Godfather. And this title could not have been more appropriate. But as you all know, that Percy Jackson's father is none other than the god Poseidon. Percy Jackson, the modern day son of Poseidon, is just trying to navigate high school life. After saving the world multiple times by battling monsters, titans, and giants, Percy hopes to finally have a normal senior year at alternative high school in New York. Hope on Percy doesn't happen because the gods have another plan. And that is a quest to find the goblet, the chalice of the gods. Can Percy and his friends Grover and Annabeth locate the precious cup in time? And if they do, will they be able to resist its powerful allure? We have Raina with us today to take us on this adventure. Hello, Raina.
I am Raina Muntral. I am a student of the J.B. Pettit High School for Girls. I study in grade 4 and my hobbies are reading and running.
I am a real couch potato. However, I do admire people with a passion for running. Now let's welcome Percy Jackson and wonder how does Percy's previous experience as a hero affect his attitude towards the challenges he faces at alternative high school. That's our Percy, ready to face anything. As you know, this series is called Godfather, wherein we have discussed godlike stature of father. But here, Percy's dad is a god. I mean, the god. Tell us the significance of Percy's relationship with Poseidon in the story, and how does it influence his decisions and actions throughout the narrative?
Percy's past heroic experiences make him more confident and resilient when facing new challenges at alternative high school. He approaches problems with bravery and a sense of responsibility using his previous knowledge and skills. I feel that Percy's problems are never ending whenever he feels life is going straight fate throws a yoke at him. Percy's relationship with Poseidon is significant as it provides him with unique powers and a sense of identity. The connection influences his decisions and actions as he often feels the need to live up to his father's legacy and protect others. Though I feel Poseidon is not a very responsible father, though he is better than the rest of the gods.
Yes, that he is not. Percy, Grover, and Annabeth. What a trio! They embark on their quest to retrieve Ganymede's golden goblet. How do you think their individual strengths and weaknesses contribute to the group's success?
Percy's bravery and combat skills, Grover's empathy and environmental knowledge, and Annabeth's intelligence and strategic thinking all contribute to the group's success. The strengths complement each other, while the weaknesses are balanced out by the group's teamwork. Besides, I love the banter between Annabeth and Percy.
The constant bickering, you mean? That's fun. We are new in our association, and I hope you've been enjoying your reading journey with us. Tell us what you think of the North Star program of Bookbibuli.
The North Star program of Bookbibuli seems like a creative and engaging initiative that promotes reading and literary discussion among its participants, fostering a love for books and critical thinking. It also features a dynamic podcast where authors and readers discuss popular books and literary trends, offering fresh insights and lively conversations. Complementing the podcast, the program includes a vibrant blog with reviews, reading lists, and tips for book lovers.
Let's talk about symbolism next. Symbolism of the golden goblet in the context of the story. What does it represent?
The first task is to assist Ganymede, Lucy's cupbearer, in retrieving his golden goblet before it ends up in the wrong hands. Just one sip from the goblet can transform a mortal into a god, a result that would greatly displease Zeus. The golden goblet symbolizes divine favor and the pursuit of something precious. It represents the challenges and rewards that come with quests and the importance of teamwork and perseverance.
Friendship, loyalty, these are characteristics that define Percy and Percy's relationships with Grover and Annabeth. And I think we need to talk about that.
Friendship and loyalty are central to Percy's relationships with Grover and Annabeth. These bonds provide mutual support, trust, and strength, helping them overcome obstacles and grow as individuals and as a team. I absolutely loved how our wise girl stayed sharp and savvy. Then there's Grover, somehow managing to juggle the group's chaos with his own unique brand of innocent mayhem. And of course, our dear seaweed brain, who was his usual self brimming with sarcasm, occasional stupidity, and always ready to leap into a fight without a second thought.
Perkabeth gets my vote always. And interestingly, in this book, the setting of the New York City adds to the atmosphere and also to the tension. Did you get the hang of that?
Yes, the setting of New York City adds to the atmosphere and tension of Percy's quest by providing a bustling, modern backdrop that contrasts with the ancient myths and the dangers they face, creating a unique and dynamic environment. It's amazing how it all fits.
Yes, it is. And the way the story ended. It was not one of the most spectacular endings, but it felt satisfying.
The ending was satisfying and wrapped up the plot well, leaving room for future adventures. It provided closure to the main conflict while highlighting the growth and achievements of the characters. Percy didn't need anyone to remind him. He knew it when the gods offered him immortality and he turned it down. But this book served as a nice little refresher.
It was that, and I was glad to welcome Percy back. Tell me, Raina, would you recommend this book? And who would you recommend this book to?
I would recommend this book to young readers who enjoy adventure, mythology, and stories about friendship and heroism. Fans of fantasy and the Percy Jackson series would especially enjoy it.
Thank you so much for being with us today, Raina. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for the opportunity to discuss this wonderful book. I hope these answers help you appreciate the story even more.
So, there, folks, as I told you, Percy hopes to finally have a normal senior year at Alternative High School in New York. Unfortunately, the gods have other plans. Poseidon delivers the bad news. To gain admission to New Rome University, Percy must complete 3 quests to earn 3 letters of recommendation from Mount Olympus. The first quest requires Percy to assist Ganymede, Zeus's cupbearer, in retrieving his golden goblet before it falls into the wrong hands. Just one sip from this goblet can turn a mortal into a god. And Zeus, you know him, he would be furious if that happened. To discover more, you have to read the rest of the book. And now it's time for Bookbibuli Read Reco. The language is totally Gen Z, which might be one of the reasons for the high popularity of the books. The pace is fast and the story relatively simple. Can be finished in 2 day stops. I imagined Annabeth with silver hair and wrinkles, chuckling as she called me seaweed brain for the 4 millionth time in our lives. While we have been all over the place with Percy, literally hanging on to life by the skin of his teeth, the plot in this one seems very mild. This book is overflowing with cuteness. Percy, of course, was hilarious, and his sassiness reached new heights, more so than in the entire series combined. But then, we just love Rick Riordan's world so much. If you haven't already, then you must read Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, followed by the Heroes of Olympus. Until next week, better read, read better.